You're watching News 3 HD at 5:30.
Welcome back. At the end of this month, the National Kidney Foundation U.S. Transplant Games are coming to Madison. These games welcome anyone who has given or received an organ donation. The game also extends to their families. And here with me to talk about the games are former Marquette basketball coach and double lung recipient Trey Schwab and Jay Deppy, a pancreas recipient who will be competing in this year's games. Thank you so much for joining us. What a wonderful event. Let's start with you, Trey. You know about competition, being with Marquette here. What got you involved with these games?
Well, first of all, it's a wonderful event, and we really wanted to bring this event to Wisconsin so that all of our transplant recipients and donor families and living donors would have a chance to take part of it, when it's right here close in our backyard. And also we wanted to use it to try to increase awareness about the need to sign up to be a donor.
Absolutely. And you're the local leader for these games? Is that...
I'm one of the two local co-chairs, along with Krista Flanagan and myself here in Madison, and Cindy Huber from Milwaukee are the three co-chairs for the event.
Just incredible stories coming out of this event. Jay, tell us about your story. You received a pancreas, is that correct?
It's been almost 7 years. In fact, when the games begin, I'll just be celebrating my 7th year of receiving my transplant. So what a life changer.
Unbelievable. And like I said, I mean, there's so many stories to talk about. You actually have a relationship with your donor family.
I do. Approximately 2 years after I received my transplant, I met the wife of the man who was my donor. And pretty powerful stuff. We're still in touch today, and we're pretty close.
And these stories happen all the time in the transplant situations. Is that a correct assumption there?
Absolutely. I mean, just at this event alone, you're going to have about 1,500 transplant recipients that are coming in to compete in 13 different sports. So take Jay and I's stories and multiply those times 750, and that's really what you're going to have here in less than 2 weeks.
And sports run the gamut. We've got all kinds of sports.
13 sports, pretty much anything that you would see in an Olympic competition, everything from track and field to bowling to swimming, basketball, volleyball. It runs the whole gamut of sporting activities.
Excellent. Now, Jay, for you, what is it about these games that really, what's the true meaning behind these games?
The absolute true meaning is to honor my donor, and that's what all recipients really feel about this. There's an offside to that, too, an undercurrent of the competition and the camaraderie between the people competing, and also we have a lot of people there who are family members of donors, so we get to honor them right there at the games, too.
Same question for you, Trey. What does this mean for you?
Well, for me, it's been really special because we've been able to tie this to the launch of our first ever donor registry here in Wisconsin, and to have that launch this spring, and then to bring this event here this summer to really make people aware of the need for more donors.
All right, very good. And the competitions, they're open to anyone who's, we've got folks who have received transplants, but also for the first time this year, donors, is that correct?
Living donors are allowed to compete in a few sports this year for the first time ever. And then there's really nice ceremonies and workshops for the donor families, the families of folks that have lost loved ones, that have provided the gifts that have allowed folks like Jay and myself to go on living.
All right, very good. Jay, thank you very much. Trey, thank you very much. The Transplant Games start July 30th and goes through August 4th right here in Madison. To find out how you can get involved with the games, please go to transplantgames.org. Stay with us. Bob's full forecast is coming up next.